Hey guys, welcome back and happy Friday. Well, for everyone except Chantel and Pedro from 90 Day Fiance. Only because it looks like Pedro is now claiming that Chantel Everett has stolen over $257,000 from their accounts and files for divorce, and Chantel's accusing him of domestic violence, which means this is only the beginning of, I guess, a very ugly situation. Now, we know that they have their show, The Family Chantel, which is always filled with drama. Pedro's family doesn't like Chantel's family. Chantel's family doesn't like Pedro's family. You guys have seen it. We don't have to jump down that rabbit hole. But we are going to jump into this divorce, talk about it, talk about the details. And before we do, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And with that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so there's currently, right now we have new episodes currently airing of The Family Chantel. They're airing on TLC, right? We know that. But some unexpected news has come out in the headlines that Pedro and Chantel are headed for divorce. The show's been so successful that now it's in its fourth season, and it's the only spinoff of 90 Day Fiance that focuses solely on one couple. Now, the only other spinoff that we could probably think of would be Darcy and Stacey, which blows my mind because they're the #1 rated, I guess, spinoff or series, show, whatever, on TLC. And I don't get what all of the buzz is about. I feel like we're constantly watching these two women, well, I guess mostly Darcy, self-destruct in front of us, crying, upset. It's always something. That's why I can only watch like 5-10 minutes. And if it's not me turning it off, usually it's Jason. But because of this, the marital problems of Pedro and Chantel have been televised for years. Now, however, it seems like the couple they've reached their breaking point. According to court documents obtained by TMZ, Pedro is filing for divorce from Chantel, and he claims that she removed money from their bank accounts out of pure spite. I didn't know. Are you allowed to do that? Unless they have a prenup, I'm not sure. Pedro filed the papers in May, but claims the separation began about a month earlier. He said that the relationship was irretrievably broken. As of now, their case is ongoing. Now, I was reading a little bit about it on social media, and people are saying, well, Pedro has, the ability to be a full-time citizen now, so he doesn't necessarily need Chantel. I don't think that's the case. I don't want to sit here and be negative about it. I think he really liked Chantel, but this is a very weird dynamic. It's hard when both of your families completely hate each other, and then you have to navigate that. And then as a couple in a relationship, they're constantly talking down to each other. Pedro just wants to play his video games. Chantel just wants to be left alone and have Pedro do some shit around the house. You guys have seen this, okay? We've all watched the same show. At the time, Pedro also submitted an emergency motion alleging that Chanel took $257,000 out of their joint business account 5 days before the separation. She allegedly transferred the funds to another account belonging to herself and her sister. Pedro said he attempted to solve the problem but was unsuccessful. He then asked a judge to force Chantel to bring their money back to the joint account. Although the judge refused to grant an emergency hearing, there will be a hearing in the future in order to resolve the dispute. But my question here is, say she transfers $257,000, and then say out of that, she spends about $50,000. So there's only $207,000 left. If the judge makes her return the money back into the account in order to split 50-50, does he get 50% of that original $257,000? So whatever she spent, that comes out of her 50%? Or does she only have to split what's left of the $257,000? So say it's $207,000. Is she only liable for that 50% of that? This is where it gets murky for me. Now, regarding their divorce, Pedro wants to divide all of the marital property in half. This is what happens when you don't have a prenup. As for Chantel, the star is making several allegations against Pedro. According to legal documents obtained by Entertainment Tonight, Chantel claims the reason for their divorce is Pedro's adultery. Additionally, she's accusing him of cruel treatment, which includes physical domestic violence as well as mental pain. She alleged that the marriage is irretrievably broken with no hopes of reconciliation. Chantel filed these documents in court on Thursday in Gwinnett County, Georgia, and she wants the judge to distribute their marital debt equally. And she wants him to force Pedro to hand over her cell phone as well as backup storage devices for her cell phone and computer. I mean, that should be hers. According to records obtained by the outlet, a mutual restraining order was also filed. This is one of those things like people are like, well, maybe they'll get it together. No, nobody's getting anything together. You're talking about domestic violence. You're talking about transferring money out of the bank accounts. Now he's holding on to her phone, allegedly, keeping all of her documents and photos and anything that she's probably used to document her life over the past few years, because that's what we do with our phones, right? She's keeping all of that. Well, he's keeping all of that from her. And not to mention, you have two families who don't like each other, who are probably in both of their ears like, you know what, Pedro, don't take that from her. She's this, this, and this, calling her every name in the book. And on the other side, I'm sure it's the exact same thing. You know what, Chantel, Pedro is a loser. Don't take this from him. I can see it already. But I don't want to just give you this information and not ask your opinion. So I'm so curious to pick your brain on a few things here. One, are you watching The Family Chantel? Two, did you see this coming? I have to say I kind of did. And three, what do you think about Chantel transferring over the $257,000 into another account with her and her sister's name when that was in their joint business account? I know you guys have unfiltered opinions, so go ahead and give them to me. But before you go, also, thank you to everyone who joined us for Hot Messy Topics today. It was so much fun. Thank you. We had the best time. But we did also put out there that we are doing a memberships only live on Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern called Let's Wine About It. So grab your favorite glass of wine, join us. Let's have a conversation and just talk about stuff that's a little bit more day-to-day, personal, not all of this Bravo stuff that we talk about in all of our public lives. That's the whole point of doing memberships, is giving you a behind the scenes and having more, I guess, intimate conversations as opposed to generic conversations and criticizing some of our favorite Bravo celebrities or 90 Day Fiance stars. Also with that, guys, this weekend, we won't be doing any lives, of course. We'll be doing pre-records, and we will be back on Monday for Hot Messy Topics. And Jason already posted, because him and Josh are taking over my channel every Tuesday for Anchor Watch. So that'll be coming on Tuesday night as well. We love you guys, and we'll see you so very soon. Bye, guys.